After watching Peacemaker for the first time, I didn't think it deserved the praise it initially received. So after the very first episode of season 2, I was truly shocked. After the world-threatening stakes of season 1, James Gunn doesn't double down, but shifts gears hard in the follow-up. The apocalypse is off the table, but the stakes couldn't be higher. Let's break down why this season of Peacemaker cuts deeper and how smooth the transition truly is. Let's get into it.
Who the fuck are you?
Season 1 was the typical saving the planet trope. Big, loud aliens, explosions. Season 2, however, is about saving Peacemaker from himself. Most of the time, the typical selfless narrative of a superhero show would work, but for Peacemaker Season 2, it's a different story.
What the hell, bro?
You screwed the world once. I won't let you do it again.
Instead of the fate of the world, we're dealing with something much more selfish. Peacemaker's mental health, and for good reason, as his relationships, his struggle to find his calling, and the ego-centralized core of his character have been screaming for something different since season 1. And James Gunn was listening. It's a bold, mature move that, for the most part, really pays off. But what changes when a man and its show built entirely around violence and guilt has to sit with their own emotions? You'd expect something completely new, but this isn't strictly true.
Oh, fuck. Come on. Piss!
Instead of sitting with this newfound emotional depth, Peacemaker is caught between two realities, figuratively and literally. One that's messy, flawed, and painfully real, and another that seems like a perfect alternate version of what could have been. It's this internal tug of war that gives the show a much-needed soul, while also keeping one foot in its tired and tested formula. But it's not just Peacemaker and the show that's changing.
You don't notice anything weird here?
No, like what?
What really carries the season is the character work. The core team, Economos, Adebayo, Vigilante, all show natural progression. Their relationships evolve, creating new and refreshing dynamics. The entire team's core values are also naturally tested as they realize their connections run deeper than just work. But not everyone gets the same treatment.
This is your perfect world, huh?
Front and center, Hardcore, for instance, takes a bit of a dive. Some pre-season 1 revelations reshape how we see her bond with Peacemaker, but instead of adding depth, it creates this weird imbalance. It feels like the writers wanted to push her arc forward, but ended up undoing some of the growth that made her one of the standouts in the first season. It's not bad, it's just uneven. Now let's talk about humor, because this is still Peacemaker after all.
It's just a compliment, babe.
Oh, yeah? There a time you whistled at some chick and she said, "Thanks for the compliment. I suddenly find your cum-soaked beard and micro-penis energy hot. Let's fuck."
The slapstick action, still fantastic. The timing, the absurdity, the ridiculous violence, it's all there. But the constant stream of jokes still feel like James Gunn is trying far too hard. The constant animal fact joke from Vigilante that runs throughout the entire show is just one of far too many that comes to mind when reviewing this entry. It's still funny, don't get me wrong, but sometimes you wish the show trusted its emotional beats enough to breathe without undercutting them with another one-liner.
Come on!
However, for those who have watched season 2, know that this isn't the biggest undercut that James Gunn made. Yes, I'm talking about that finale.
I didn't want, it to be upsetting.
Upsetting. I think I could handle it.
At the beginning of this video, I said I was shocked by its impressive first episode, and Gunn made sure that ran true for the final episode. Just not in the way you think. Without spoiling anything, we were treated to a predictable conclusion to a non-existent subplot, an answer to a predictable question that undermined the entire show's messaging, and an introduction to a new plot that set up a predictable cliffhanger that reportedly will be resolved in the upcoming Superman sequel and not another Peacemaker season. Little to say, I still remain shocked.
Close that shade. Turn off the recording equipment.
That's a good sign.
So Peacemaker Season 2 trades End of the World for something far more grounded, and honestly that's where it shines. The show's emotional maturity gives it new life, even if the humour hasn't evolved quite as much as its characters. If you loved Season 1, you'll find a lot to enjoy here. Just maybe not every joke, and certainly not the way it says its goodbyes. But that's just my opinion, so what did you make of Peacemaker Season 2? Did the shift work for you, or do you miss the bigger, crazier stakes? Drop your thoughts below, don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember, this doesn't happen without you.